In an unprecedented action, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in a live broadcast from the UN building in New York, has announced that the IDF took control of the telephones of Gaza residents and Hamas members, and that his speech is now being broadcast live via the telephones. First of all, let's just sit and ponder for a second the many, many ways this specific tactic can be used to wage psychological and spiritual warfare against a population. There's so many. Second of all, I know we're almost 2 years in. Well, actually 80 years in. But tell me again how this is a fair fight when one side controls not only the water, food, and electricity of the other side, but can seize control of their phones as well. On some Wayne Enterprises type shit, and make them listen to whatever they want them to hear. That is not an adversary against adversary dynamic. That is a slave master against slave dynamic. This reminds me of something we've been saying from the very beginning. Something that cannot be stated loudly and clearly enough. What happens on the other side of the world is never as far away as you think. Oceans and deserts may separate us physically, but when it comes to the tactics of oppression and warfare that the powerful have in their arsenal, we are not separated at all. What those guys do to those guys over there, our leaders can do to us over here. And unless we come together and unify in our shared interests of freedom and sovereignty, they will do it to us. Why spend your time arguing with your conservative uncle or your liberal neighbor when your government can press a button and suddenly you're both being forced to listen to President Palpatine tell you how you're both useless, helpless little prey animals who have not been acting obedient or grateful enough? That is a rhetorical question. There is no good reason.